Hi everyone, this is Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week ending 11/24/2019. The stock was MIK and this happened on Thursday the 21st. It happened just about 10 minutes into the trading day, and this trade didn't last more than about 40 minutes. It was a quick drop in the morning. That was the whole purpose of it. The strategy was based on a 60-minute power trend. That's what PT is, power trend. That's the reason for looking at this as a short as it was this morning. And the entry came on a 1-minute major resistance area that's set up. We'll take a look at that in just a minute. It was key to this play. The reward to risk 1.8 to 1 management simple. As always, before we get to the trade, let's take a look at what's free this week. Monday night is the bi-weekly scanning night. It starts at 5 o'clock. We haven't done that in a couple of sessions because of holidays and whatever interfered, but we'll be there this Monday, 5 o'clock. If you are a DTS member, you'll get your invite that Monday. If you're not, head over to the website and make sure you sign up to be a DTS member. There's no charge for that. This is a short holiday week. Thursday, the 28th, is Thanksgiving, and everything is closed. Friday, the markets are open for a half day because they cannot be closed for 4 days in a row, but DTS will be closed. Enjoy your 4-day weekend. All right, on with the trade. I want to, again, mention that this was not the biggest trade this week. Didn't have any real huge ones this week. It was a good week. Just had a lot of consistent winners, but this is not the biggest trade. But it was a very interesting one, and I also chose it partly because of something I wanted to explain on here. I've been doing some free coaching sessions. You probably received an email saying that you can sign up for a 20-minute session. If you didn't find that or didn't get it, if you go to the free stuff page right at the top, it invites you to sign up for a 20-minute session with me. But as I talk to people, it's good for me also to kind of get back and do a reality check about where a lot of people are who have not really been studying to be traders. A lot of people just get interested, they read a book or two, and they start studying the market. And please, no offense to anybody I've spoken to, it's more of a wake-up call to me, but some people are just very, very lacking in knowledge of what's going on. And I just mean at a very basic level. This is one of the issues that I uncover frequently, is that people have no idea about day trading. I'm going to do a video for the free stuff page this week because some of these things I feel are so basic. I'm just amazed at how many people don't understand it at all. This was a $8 stock and it had a fairly snug stop, but it trades very liquid. MIK trades nicely. Every stock, if it does volume, there's always a variance in how well it trades, even if it is at a certain volume. But this one trades very nice, and it does several million shares a day. And the issue when you go to make money on any chart, whether you're long-term or a day trader, it's all about risk to reward. Because I've had people say, well, as a day trader, I'm only going to put, $5,000 into a stock, $10,000, and I can't make money day trading. And they don't seem to understand that as a day trader, you kind of load up when you need to. It's all about the risk. If you have a fairly snug stop, you can take more shares because you're never going to get caught. Well, I say never. It's very unlikely. You'd have to have the stock halted, and if you're trading normal things, that's very, very unlikely to happen. But we take the shares needed so that the stop that we're using would equate to a maximum loss that we want to sustain for one particular trade. And then that makes the profit equally as good. So if you have a $1 stop on something and you get a $2 move to your target, you've made twice the amount of money that you risked. If you risked $100, you made $200. If you risked $500, you made $1,000. Likewise, if you have a 10-cent stop and you get a 20-cent move, you make the same amount of money as long as that stock is liquid enough that you can get the shares you need to get the share size you need for a 10-cent stop to make your max loss. I want to explain that because so many people didn't understand that basic concept about day trading. They didn't understand how you can make money. So this here was a trade that happened all inside of 40 minutes. And it was not a huge move on the stock, but the stock trades very nicely, very fluidly. And it was no different than taking Apple for a 1.5 hour move, or a 1.8 hour move in this case. So here's the daily chart of MIK, and this made my watch list for a couple of different reasons. Number one, it made it because the daily chart had broken that area. If you look at that little bottoming tail right here, that's what's really key on this, because this is the reaction to a major support area. The stock did react to it. That's what I want to see. The bulls come in and say, okay, this is the area we're supposed to respond to. They came in, they responded, and then they failed. And that tells me that this will have a drop for several bars. So the daily chart gave me a thumbs up for this, even though you may argue it has been an uptrend or it has been a strong stock, whatever. Remember, I'm trading this on an intraday basis, not on the daily chart. The daily chart just has to give me kind of a thumbs up to say you're okay to trade this, and that's what it looked like after the day of the trade. And even though this didn't have any big drop this day, I was playing it from the high to the low of the day, which makes nice money. Here is the 60-minute chart, which is pretty key to this trade. This is kind of a power trending type of a chart. It's kind of a borderline. It almost, some areas it has setups in here. And while these little lines you're seeing are not something I really like to put on a chart a whole lot, they don't indicate support or resistance. They don't indicate the entry point. They just simply indicate that this has been a very, very tight power trending type pattern to the downside. And I know that when we come back up into that downtrending area somewhere, that there'll be a short available. I don't want to play long on the downside because the stock is overall downtrending. So I need to find that area of entry, and to find that, we're going to take a look at the 5-minute chart. The 9:35 reversal time is a key reversal time. If you're not aware of it, it's a great money-making opportunity during the day. I almost every day have a trade the opening 10 minutes because of this reversal time to a large extent. That opening pop, that's that first 5-minute candle, ran up into that resistance area, came back down, and then it was not able to get back over that area time and time again. So I ended up at about 10, 11, 12 minutes into the trading day, short under 782, stop over 788. Overall, just an 8-cent stop to the outside, and the trade was underway. You can see for the next few bars, it didn't go anywhere. Next 3-4 bars, it didn't go anywhere. Then all of a sudden, boom, the downtrending pattern takes over, the sellers come back in, the incorrect buyers get out, and we had a very nice drop. We fell and hit. I took a target one right there at 770, just only because of the very quick drop, and it started to make a little tail there. This was just intended to be a little morning trade, not a long hold, so that was a great target. And then even though I planned on holding the rest a little bit longer, it just fell. And it fell so much, I felt it might be the low of the day, and it turned out it was the low of the day. So this all happened inside of about 40 minutes. Target 1, target 2, you can see them all there on the 5-minute chart. A little better view of what happened on the 2-minute chart that gets you some idea of why I like to short where I did. Remember, we're in a daily chart that's broken. We're in an hourly chart that's power trending down, and we are at the top of that hourly downtrending area. So everything's lined up the way I want it. I wait until I see that the bulls can't get back over that prior high, and then I shorten here on a little sign of weakness, and that's where the entry was right there under 782. Boom, target 1, boom, target 2. Just a 2-minute chart showing you a little more detail. This trade, like all the others, done in the DTS Trading Room. For those of you who have even a morning or two free every week or a day free every week, come join us. You can take a trial to the room, go to the website under the services page. This is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.